Hi everyone, welcome back to Job One for All. So continuing the Acces modifier, I would like to draw what's happening to make sure that everybody's on the same page before we move on. So as we have been discussing, this represents our object, and going back here, we have inside person test the reference variable. So as I said, the reference variable is kind of a remote control. But now that we know a little bit about Acces modifiers, it is a remote control for things that it can access. Right now, we only know public or private. So we can say that the remote control can access everything that's public. So if I go back to my person, these two values that we have here, they are not available to my remote control. That's the reference variable called person. So the person can access, of course, the object, but the values, it will always have a reference to the object. That will not change. But the thing is, the values that you have inside that object, either attributes or methods, they can only be accessed by the reference variable if they have the right access modifier, in this case, public. And we have here two options. So if I come here, we have either set name, that we are asking string name, or we have get name, where we return the value. So basically, what you have to remember so far is set will set the value that's private, because now the person can access these two, and then we are sending an argument. This argument will be then stored by this method inside the right place, that's the name. And then get name is going to return whatever value you have inside this tiny space right here. So this and this can be accessed by person, reference variable, but everything that's private cannot. It's like it doesn't exist for this reference variable. Now, technically, you know that you can access everything that's inside the object. And you will see some people doing something like this. So it's like you are trying to print, but instead of using this .name, you probably will see somewhere some people doing something like this. Get name and get age. Well, in the end, it's the same thing, because when you call get name is going to return this .name, and the same thing for the age. So get name and get age, it doesn't matter how many times I ask this .name or this .age, it's never going to change the value. It will always return the same thing. I can call 1,000,000 times, it will always return the same value, the value that's in memory. So it's way overkill to call get name when you're just trying to print something. So we are not even returning something, we are just printing something that is inside this space in memory. So my advice, do not use get inside the class. So if you are inside the object, you can access through this, and that will make the code cleaner than calling another method inside this method. So what I wanted to tell you is this, because the Acces modifier will get even more important as we move on, because we are going to start splitting, because we want to have high cohesion and low coupling in our code. So make sure that you understand everything that's happening. Try to draw how the objects they behave, especially when you call get name. This value get name is going to be returned to the person that's calling, and when you are setting. So try to draw this, because it will make your life easier in the future. If you can draw, it means that you completely understood. Okay, so I think that's enough for one video. Let's continue talking about Acces modifier in the next one. See you there. Bye.